Hi there you guys, it's Pieter Jan here in the Eskort kitchen and we are still on leftovers. So the previous recipe that we did was the pork chop. And now today for this recipe we are using the fat, the rind of the pork chop. Okay, so I'm going to just slice this up and then it's going into a cold pan and we heat it up from cold with the meat until hot, and that way we render out the fat. So whenever you want to get the fat rendered out of your meat, you start it in a cold pan and let it heat up with your pan. Otherwise, when you add the meat into a hot pan, you shock the meat and then it hardens up and the fat of the meat burns quicker than the meat itself. So we don't want this to be bitter and burnt, we want this to have a beautiful taste and flavor. So while this heats up, we leave it there in the pan. We've got we've got a dressing to make, and the dressing is, again, I always go with the yogurt. It's always in the fridge and it's always easy to use, quick and easy. So to change it up a bit, we've got some mayonnaise here. You can use whatever flavor, whatever make, whatever brand you prefer. We all are loyal to our brands. Not. So we just added mayonnaise into the sauce, into the dressing. There was a situation. So there's mayonnaise in our dressing, and then we've got some basil pesto. You can use coriander or sun-dried tomato pesto or whatever, and that's fine. So this dressing is beautiful. You can just eat it like this out of the bowl. It's called soup, maybe. Otherwise, you can wait for the salad to be ready. This is beautiful. I'm just adding some lemon with everything. I can hear the little pork fats frying. You can hear it. Nice. Okay, so this needs to render out just a little bit. Okay, so the theme for this is leftovers, and we're doing salads. A salad? Yes. And it's a lunch. You can do it as a dinner as well. It's summer now, it's hot. But this is going to be a lunch now. The leaves that I've chosen, you get this sexy little butter lettuce in the shops. And yeah, I always just remove the bottom. Are we allowed to say it? The bottom. Not mine, the one for the lettuce. Okay? Okay, and just to make it pretty, I always just more or less leave it whole. You can, whenever you are ready to eat, get into it with a knife and a fork and go big. So this is our baby spinach. We talked about the baby spinach previously, or if we didn't, I've got a problem with baby spinach. The problem is I use it too much. Okay, it's nice and healthy, always green, always available, like me. Yeah, then on to the tomatoes, the fruit of the kitchen, fruit of the vegetables in the kitchen. Yeah. So I don't remove the top part. You always see someone starting to carve a tomato to remove the little thing here at the top. It's fine, just eat it. Some fiber, you'll be okay. Okay. Just add some tomatoes. We've got some little vine tomatoes. You can use whatever cherry tomato you can find. You don't have to use two different kinds of tomatoes like I am. It's just to make the pictures pretty for you guys. But you are welcome to use whatever tomatoes you've got in your fridge. You can use it. Plain and simple ingredients made with love is always the best. Just a little bit of salt. This is starting to smell beautiful. It's starting to get crispy. You can see them all crisp up. Very close to a crisp. We've got a crisp here. Okay, so our dressing is going just all over this. It's a basil dressing. Some black pepper. And I like to pour this fat and all over the salad just to wilt the baby spinach a bit, and you need the juices that ran out of this. It's just beautiful. So there we go. You can hear it. Still has a little sizzle. Okay, there we go. This was, are we done? Yeah. Apparently that's dinner. Lunch? Are we making lunch? It's lunch. So we've got some lunch over here, which is beautiful. You've got your meat, you've got your vegetables, you've got your greens, so you can tell people you had a salad. You were very healthy today. Skip the fact that it was only pork fat that came from your leftover choppies. Okay, this is beautiful. I'm sighing because every time I have to put something in my mouth, it makes a mess. I'm quite excited to eat this, but I make a mess every time. The fat, the pork, the belly, what do you call it? It's not the belly, it's a chop. The chop. What did we make? Why are we here? The chop, still warm. It's hot. And that with cold tomatoes, the difference between the hot and the cold in your mouth, it's just beautiful. And the dressing, as I said, you can have it as is, but for people to still accept you through the front door, just put it on the salad and don't look suspicious. But yeah, that's it. Enjoy. 1, 2, 3. Leftovers. We don't throw anything away, we reuse it. And yeah, it's nice because the fat of the chop, say it again, chop. I enjoy to have it separately. I know in our family, the fat of the chop lies in the plate until the end, so it's like dessert. And this is also like dessert with some basil yogurt. Okay, so there you go, salad. Enjoy. Thank you. I'm having some more of this. I know we ate a lot today, but I'm going to have more. Another piece. Do we still need to take a picture of this? Alright? I'm going to stop eating now. Okay. Much sorry. But we'll make it pretty. Just put the leaves back and put some fat on it again. You must tell me before I start to eat it. Okay. Fine. I'm fine. Okay. I'm sorry. Take a picture. Leftovers, pork fat salad, chop fat salad, pork fat. So pork fat, chop salad. Take one. At the end,